welcome back guys. I hope you guys are doing well and are very excited because today we are starting the journey of building my absolute dream STI. I've been saving up for about a year to get all these parts bulk and my patience is finally paid off. I have been waiting forever to start building my perfect STI, my ideal STI. This is going to be including performance, handling, styling, all that, etc. And this is going to be a multi-part series, so there's going to be multiple episodes, and this is episode 1. Today we are doing a downpipe and a catback exhaust, so this should be interesting and give our Subaru a proper Subaru rumble. So without further ado, let's check out what we got. So I went with the invidia in1 racing catback, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous, guys. It has invidia embroidered right there, then it has the beautiful burn tips. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. And so you guys are probably wondering, so why'd you go with the invidia in1 rather than the Tomai? And there's a good reason for that. I've had the Tomai before on my 2017 STI, and it was a great exhaust, but I had a few problems and a few gripes with it. On the Tomai, there's a few springs connecting, man, I forgot what it's called. Anyways, there's some springs on it and it just rattles, and then it also drones on the highway. Then it was also kind of raspy at times. I enjoyed the Tomai, I'm not talking crap about it. I think it's a good exhaust, but I don't know, I just wanted to try something else. I've never tried it in invidia, and I hear it has a more deeper and more smoother rumble, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I've lived the Tomai life, it was great, but I'm ready to like switch. And another reason, it's also very cost effective. This one, the invidia. This thing, I believe I got this one for like $700. I'll put that on the screen just to make sure I got that correct, but I believe it was $700 versus the Tomai $1,300. So you're saving yourself quite a few bucks to arguably get a better product, but we're gonna find out with this video if I like it more than the Tomai. But anyways, that is the catback I chose. So this is the downpipe I went with. This is a high flow cat invidia downpipe, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Wherever you look, the welds are just excellent. Super high quality and very light. There's a few reasons why I went with this thing too. One, my car is straight piped right now, so it has no cat. And I'm just kind of sick of it. It's really loud when it doesn't need to be loud, so when I turn my car on in the morning, it's just extra loud, and it's also extra raspy. And I'm like over, kind of like the same thing with the Tomai, I'm just over that raspy sound. I want that pure, really clean, really smooth and consistent rumble. Two, I'm just tired of the car stinking, because obviously when you delete your cat, all that carbon, you know, it kind of pulls up sometimes and it just really smells like garbage, and I'm really sick of that smell. Catless was cool for a little bit, but now it's like the cats are so like high flow now and they're so efficient now, it's like there's almost no reason to go catless. I feel like there's more disadvantages going catless rather than just having a cat, and plus you don't piss off your O2 sensor, because I'm also, obviously we have to tune all these parts. So now Cobb did the whole thing where they're going green and stuff, so you can't get away with no cats without firing a check engine light, and obviously I don't want that. Anyways, those are my decisions, and yeah, without further ado, let's get this stuff on the car. So I went into this expecting this was going to be a problem, because the previous owner of the previous owner of the previous owner put this exhaust on, so that was about 08 or 09. So those bolts are pretty seized on, so we have some PB Blaster. We're just going to soak these bolts and hopefully get this thing loosened up. And just like that, the catback is now off. This thing was an absolute pain. So this bolt over here was completely seized. Thankfully, the PB Blast was able to get to this one. But then I was like, wait a second, Jack, let's use our brain for a second. Go to the back of the downpipe so you don't have to do it twice and mess with 2 sets of seized bolts. So I mostly focused right here, and that was able to work. Look at the gasket too, man. The gasket is gone. And another thing, this is before I even touched it. There's a hole. One of the brackets, the weld broke off and took a piece of the muffler with it. This thing was a 2009 eBay special, I think. Man, this thing is so old and a piece of crap. So we have developed a pretty interesting issue. I've gotten all the bolts off, the downpipe bolts off, except this one bolt all the way back there that you guys can see. And every single one has been a pain, and I knew it was gonna be a pain. This is what I was worried about, because you could just see all the corrosion, rust. But we have a plan. We have one final plan. I have tried the PB Blaster, I've tried the vice grips, I have literally tried everything for the past few hours trying to get this bolt out. But this is my last idea. I went to AutoZone and grabbed me one of these, and this is a stud extractor, and basically I'm gonna show you guys how this thing works, but this is like it. Like, I have no other idea. I mean, I've tried everything. I've tried the heat. I really don't wanna break it and drill it out. I mean, obviously that's the last and worst case scenario, but I really don't want to do this. But this is mixed reviews, so I'm not very confident in it. That's the thing. Like, I looked up a bunch of reviews and videos, and it's like people are kind of mixed. It works or it doesn't work. It's like, who knows? So it's not consistent, so that's what I'm worried about. But if we can get this bolt off, I'm gonna feel like I won the lottery. Like, I've been messing with this one bolt for way too long. So anyways, let's get into it and let's cross our fingers, hope it works. So this is how you use the bolt extractor. So obviously you have your bolt, you're gonna go like that, slip it in, and basically you're tightening it. You wanna hand tighten it so you get a good bite. So lefty loosey. Then once you get to this point where it's like hand tightened, you go over here to your wrench, your socket, my bad, and you start twisting like that. And it's gonna bite. And the goal is you're trying to bite it as hard as you can. And you're going left. So once it's all snug, you can get a breaker bar or just keep using this, and you're just going as hard as you can, like this. But yeah, that's how you use it. So you just tie in, then when it starts biting, you just keep going. So it's basically getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And then it, you know, it's basically acting like a ratchet, obviously. I think that was something, man. Here. Let me see if it's, ooh. Ooh, yeah, the bolt's moving. The bolt's moving, man. That bolt's moving. Woo! It worked, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. Never give up. Never give up, man. Take you hours, days, man, don't matter. Do not give up, man. There you go. There, let's go. Oh my God, I'm so hyped. I'm so excited, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Woo! Man, oh my God, that was a pain. Oh. Okay, cool. Cool, we should be good. Should be good now. So anyways, it is the next day. We have the bolt off and we are ready to get started. The next step now is to start meeting the downpipe up here with the turbo back. And yeah, let's get started. A few things to be concerned about. There's one bolt I left in there, another one that is seized. And I got the downpipe off with two bolts still on, the two bottom ones. So I got the downpipe off, so I'm assuming I can get it back on with that one bolt in there. Our second problem is the threads on the far bottom left got stripped, or at least ruined. They don't look that bad, but it's not clicking. It's not, the screw's not going back in. So we're gonna have to figure that out too. So those are two issues today. If we can figure out those two issues, it should be a really, really smooth install. I mean, catback is super easy to install. Just the downpipe bolts are the only thing I'm stressed about. And today I do have some help from my great friend, Vance. He's an awesome, awesome helper and mechanic. And you have that beautiful truck. This is the guy with that beautifully gorgeous truck that is underneath the garage right now. But yeah, let's get started. under the car, as you can see, and everything is all nice and snug. We're gonna start tightening everything. This is what it looks like. We're gonna be tying it in a star-shaped pattern, so right, left, up, down, all that good jazz. Right now, it looks fantastic. This new piece of metal down here, and we have this bracket that we're gonna mess with, but as it stands right now, this thing looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so sorry, it's so hard to maneuver this camera under here, but yeah, looks fantastic. We're gonna tighten it all up and see how we did. So now that the downpipe's on, we are now moving on to the catback. I lost a lot of sleep over that downpipe, man. That was really frustrating yesterday. Trying to get that bolt off and then like trying not to strip the turbo mounting points, because if that happened, I mean, we're pretty much screwed. We're taking out the turbo, then we have to mess with the turbo. So luckily we did not have to do that. Downpipe's on, secured, looks great. Now onto the catback, which is extremely simple. I mean, you just have like literally 2 mounting points, just bolts, super simple. And then you just have a few rubber clamps. So we're all good. So yeah, let's finish this project up and get on to the next. So the new exhaust is now on the car, and as much as I'd love to give you guys a cold start, we cannot do that. The thing is not tuned. We have the downpipe, and spoiler alert, the next episode we're going to be adding a bunch of engine mods, so we cannot do that until everything's tuned. But once everything is tuned, I'm going to be making a video specifically just about the exhaust, my first impressions. So hey, if you're lucky and you're watching this series a month from now, I'll leave the link right here to the video of the exhaust, or right here on the screen, however that works. But until then, stay tuned for the next episode that will be coming out next week on Sunday. Appreciate your guys' support, and please like, subscribe, and share, and let's blow this series up, man. I'm feeling really good about this. So I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later. Take care.